What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Iga and I'm from New York City.
My name is Ivan Specht and I'm from New York City.
My name is Gia.
Nathan McCarthy.
My name is Enrique Rivera.
Wallace Ujwaba.
Hugo Yamamoto Hodges.
Well, the name I go by is Zen.
Lucy.
My name is Lucy and I'm from Brooklyn.
And I'm from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
And I'm from Brooklyn.
I'm Skylar Pim Vanderwall-Klein from Manhattan.
And I'm from Manhattan.
Born and raised from New York City.
My name is Mona Mulligan, and I'm from New Jersey right now. I was born in Dayton, Ohio, and I've lived all over the United States, but I guess you call me a Jersey girl now. Yeah.
My name is World Famous Bob, and that is my legal name. I live in New York City, and I'm originally from California. I changed my name to Bob when I was 15. And when I was 25, I performed at a huge drag festival called Wigstock here in New York City. And my drag mother presented me. So drag mother is someone who takes you under their wig and teaches you about drag. She presented me with my first stack of business cards. And they said, World Famous Bob. And I said, who is that? And she said, that's you. But I didn't feel any connection to the name that was given to me at birth. So I legally changed it.
Where do you feel you belong?
I belong in cities. I belong in noisy places and crowded places that are very present.
I feel like I belong in a city. I'd definitely say I'm a city kid, being from New York City.
I feel like I belong in my neighborhood and in the city. I've really felt comfortable there with a lot of people around.
I really like my apartment in New York, for example. Apartment gets lots of light. It's an old building that used to be a bank, and huge windows, high ceilings. It's a really beautiful space, and I feel comfortable there.
I feel like I belong to the universe. I feel like I can find home anywhere. I mean, I don't feel like my home, the physical location is actually my home, because I don't really like the idea of I don't think that we all really own anything. I don't think money means that something belongs to us.
I always find myself in places where everybody is different, and that's always where I feel like I belong, where people are comfortable being themselves and where they're actually doing what they want to be doing, because I feel like a lot of the time people and everyone kind of subconsciously puts themselves in groups where they're all the same.
Belong in a place where peace just reign and no form of discrimination or hate or anything like that. And I feel like I belong in a society that's actually more connected than divided. That's where I feel like I belong.
I like being with my family in the UK. They always seem to care about me, and I never feel left out. They always include me, never feel excluded.
I feel like I belong near my friends and with a bunch of other people around my age, middle schoolers and maybe high schoolers.
So I think I belong at school because there's a lot of people who share interests there with me, and I have a lot of friends who make me feel comfortable there. So yeah, I think school is the place to.
Where do I feel like I belong? I guess that varies depending on the day and the mood and the circumstances.
That's a good question. I don't know where I belong. I'm from Iran, Tehran. I was born and raised in Tehran. I know I don't belong in that society anymore. Right now I belong to New York City. But I don't know, based on the political situation, I don't know where I belong. There is my home, my community of people, Brooklyn. You make the place become your place. So yeah, And as an immigrant, you get to learn how to make a place your place. So yeah, there are places that I feel that I'm belonging to those spaces, and there are places that doesn't feel right.
I belong around people who will challenge me and question me, but not reject me and make me feel like my ideas aren't important. I want to belong to an environment that is accepting and beautiful.
I belong with him.
I'll say the same thing. He's a very good anchor for me, even though he's got his own craziness,
Thank God.
which is why we're attracted to each other. But when I'm with him, it's like, okay, I don't care where we are. I'm with him, and this is where I'm supposed to be, is with him. And what did you want when you were younger?
I always wanted to meet Justin Bieber.
Probably money.
Just a good, happy, healthy life, that's all.
I used to daydream that I was adopted. I would fantasize while I was waiting for the school bus that I wouldn't get on the bus, and then the bus would pull away. And as the bus pulled away, it would reveal a white stretch limousine. And a chauffeur would come out. And I grew up on a farm, so wanting this was really extreme. And this beautiful blonde woman would come out of the limousine with like a big fur coat. And she would walk up to me and say, "I'm your real mother, and I'm going to take you to Hollywood so you can become a star."
I used to be so interested in these like high pressure jobs, like being a doctor and a lawyer, and now I'm like, no thanks.
I think I always wanted to be president of the United States. So we'll see if that happens.
Vote for you.
Please do.
Wall Street.
What do you want to change today?
One thing I would change for sure is people's fear of judgment, because I feel like that prevents people from learning from one another. So yeah, if people get rid of that, we could start being like more connected with one another. We could prosper as humans.
I would like to see the compassion that we have for each other in this world change. I think we unfortunately live in a world right now that is a bit jaded, a world that is a bit insensitive, and a world that is quite individualistic.
I'm a homeless youth right now. You know, a lot of kids, I see them angry, and they seem hopeless. Hope is a big thing. Like a lot of those youth, we don't see hope out there that much.
And now, since there's Donald Trump being president now, there are a lot of people saying that since he has no political background, I feel like Donald Trump will start to like break ties with other countries, which will maybe lose the relationship and maybe affect the safety of the United States. So I just want to change that and make this world peaceful.
It's been a really upsetting time with the fact that we could have such a racist person become our next president. So if I could see something change, it would be to going back to looking at events without the blinding aspect of racism, of bigotry, of xenophobia, and going back to our core values as American citizens, which is to be open to change, open to other people, and open to new ideas.
It's a terror, a horror, and a fear of seeing a government that I actually fought in a war for and see it all crumble before my eyes. And then it's devastating.
People's rights to education, healthcare, just rights to be married and not have to worry about if you have one religion that it's not going to be accepted and you're going to get beat up. That's not this country. It shouldn't be this country. And I'm terrified of the next 4 years because I really don't see anything good coming out of this. It's scary. And I've never been scared. And I've lived through the Nixon administration, the Reagan administration, and I've never been as frightened as I am now.
What do you hope for the future?
I hope that I like find what I want to be when I grow up, I guess. Because I've always been really like wondering about that, and I have no idea. I hope that everyone will live and have equal rights, not some people with humongous mansions and millions of dollars, but and some people who live out in the street. And I would like everyone to be very well educated and to have families and to have someone take care of them.
I hope to see the world going in a better place, not a worse place.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful things will get better. I'm hopeful we'll be around to see some good changes that come through. I'm more hopeful than I've ever been. It's odd how that comes with age. It's almost like being very cynical is almost something you try on when you're youthful in your 20s and stuff. You just say cynicism seems to go with the leather jackets and stuff. It's just, even though I still wear a leather jacket.
I hope that in my lifetime, when I'm gone, I hope that the time I will have been on the planet left a positive impact that doesn't go away when I do. So I hope to have made enough of a positive difference that it outlasts me.
I hope to be successful in life. I don't know what I really mean by that. I don't know if I mean money or happiness. I guess I just want to feel like I've fulfilled some sort of goal.
I just hope that all the countries and Earth in general, they'll have more of a peaceful life, like not a perfect life, but peaceful enough so that there's no more danger around them, so they could be free to do whatever they want.
I feel like people should just stop being scared, be more. This is a time we actually need to be more stronger, more connected, and we should all try to do our best to move forward in a positive way.